Thank you.
Yep.
What channel is this?
I'm on WCTV, but that was for our national streaming. I'm a statewide reporter, so I'll be across the state. That's my normal job, so let alone when something like this is going. So,
do you know a guy named Brent Patton York? Yeah, I think he does like the video editing or the producing of WCTV.
I've not heard that name. So. But, oh, good. Franklin. Okay, good. Hang on. I'm just checking it. I've been out of communication for a little bit.
I mean, I don't know how much my info is going to change it or do anything.
I mean, we're just collecting interviews. So, yeah. But yeah.
Cooper, Cooper. Last name is Ugenalp, Ulgenalp.
And you're a student?
Yes, at Florida State.
What year?
Senior.
Senior.
Yeah.
And so, just talk about what happened.
Yeah, I was in class, and it was about 1 o'clock, and the shots rang out, and we were like, "Is that construction going on, or what was happening?" And so we got up, looked out the window, and I remember looking outside and hearing 5 more shots go off, and I was like, what's going on? So I saw kids running away from the student union, and I walked away from the window. Then I walked back to the window and heard 6, 7 more shots ring out. And at that point we were like, okay, there's a shooting going on. So we ran from our classroom, went to the offices, locked the doors, barricaded ourselves in there, and then we waited and was looking out the window again and saw the SWAT teams pull up, the police cars, the FBI come, and at that point we were like, okay, we got to bunk ourselves in. And we were praying. We were like, okay, something's got to change here. And the SWAT team came into the room. They're like, stay where you are, don't move. And we were in there for about 30 minutes. And at that point, we were escorted out. About 100 SWATs were inside the building, and our hands were up. And so then we were escorted outside past the union and then into a safe space.
What was going through your mind when all this was unfolding?
Yeah, I was completely in shock. I didn't think this could happen at Florida State. I mean, we're a pretty safe campus, but yeah, this is just like unheard of to me. I never had been in a school shooting before, active shooter. This is like first time for me, and I was honestly in shock. My hands were shaking. Just adrenaline kicked in, and I really didn't know what to do. I started tearing up. Just like I was scared, to be honest. Yeah.
Yeah, and so you just saw, you just heard the shots. You didn't see anything.
Yeah, I didn't see the shooter, but I saw the kids running away. I heard some screaming. Yeah, and the shots, like 3 rounds of like 5 shots, and then 7 shots. So it must have been some back and forth going on. Yeah.
Yeah. And how are you doing now?
Good. I've recovered a lot. A lot of people have been texting me. People from out of state, University of Michigan friends have been texting me. People from South Florida have been texting me. People from high school have been texting me. Doing a lot better. It's been a great community that has surrounded me since then. I definitely didn't think I'd be traumatized as much as I have. Definitely not being on the scene, but being kind of away from it. But yeah, it's been scary. So I'm doing a lot better now. Yeah.
That's good. Is there anything that you wish would have happened differently?
Yeah, no, I think the police responded very quickly. I think they did a great job. Yeah, I don't really know what could have happened. Maybe there's more police presence at certain areas for there not to be a shooter. I mean, I think that's just like the most obvious thing, but yeah.
All right, anything else you want to add? Anything maybe missed?
No, that's great.
Sounds good. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you. What was your name?
Yeah, I'm Cody.
Cody?
Yes.
Cooper.
Yeah, nice to meet you. Okay, so let's.
How many did y'all get?
What?
How many did y'all get? Like interviews?
That was 3. If you want. if you want to do one, I don't care.
What are the questions?
Just kind of how you're feeling and kind of what you saw, if you kind of where you were, stuff like that. You will? All right. Yeah, this side. All right, we'll have you stand about right here. Hang on, let me. And just look at me, so the camera's not even there. All right. First, have you say and spell your name for me, please.
My name is Celeste Halavin, Celestehalavin.
And you're a student?
Yes.
And what year are you?
I'm a junior.
Junior.
Yeah.
And so, I guess talk about what happened here.
So I was actually on the phone in like the stairwell. I was in the library between like the 4th and 5th floor, and like people started flooding up the stairs, but like nobody told me what happened. So then I started walking back up to the 5th floor. By the time I got there was like these girls, and like it was just chaos. Everyone was like, there's like a shooter and stuff. And so like these guys started like pressing the elevator button to have the elevators come up and like put tables in the walkway to like block anyone from getting on the elevator. And then like some other guys like closed the doors to the 5th floor and then put tables and stuff there. But we were all like kind of panicked. I was like freaking out and shaking a lot, but for some reason I just had a peace. And part of that is like because I'm a Christian, and I think Jesus gave me peace in the midst of a chaotic situation. You know, people use free will for whatever they want to do, and so like it's very heartbreaking, but I hope that, you know, like God is brought through this and that people would maybe seek him out through it. But yeah, I was with actually a few of my friends, Nick and Allison. I was studying for an exam, but yeah, it was chaos. We were standing up there, and then we actually were by the windows. So like at the windows, we saw cops running, students running. It was just like complete chaos. Everyone was like running all over the place. And then we saw like a gurney, and then like the gurney came back, and the guy had his arm cut off, and I think like he was bleeding, and like he had like bandages and stuff. And so like that was really hard to see. Yeah.
I can only imagine what was going through your head when you were kind of realizing that there was a shooting on your campus.
I mean, when I saw everyone flooding up the stairs, I kind of thought that like the shooter was like in the library. I mean, like nobody told me where it was. They said like Landis or like whatever, and I was just in utter disbelief. I was like, you never think that it's gonna be like you and your campus, but you really never know. So it was just, it felt surreal. But yeah.
Yeah, how are you doing now?
I'm doing okay. I mean, there's other people who are doing probably a lot worse than me, so I'm just like mourning for those people because I feel really bad. But other than that, like, just waiting to like get my stuff back. My car is in one of the garages that they like locked down. So yeah, I don't have any of my stuff, so I'm just waiting for that.
Yeah. Anything else you want to add? Anything may have missed?
In the midst, okay, I'll look at you.
Yeah.
Okay. In the midst of chaos, like the Creator, God, gives peace under all circumstances, and he seeks to have a relationship with everyone. And so like look to him for the source of questions and answers. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
All right, sounds good. Thank you so much.